How are you feeling now?
Could be worse, I expect.
It happens to the best of sailors, you know, including me. You should have had a good lunch before we set out.
Indeed. Well, unless I'm very much mistaken, we've got a damn fine boat on our hands.
Well, Mr. Howard's a fine designer, Mr. Lloyd, and we're the best boat-building yard on this coast.
Both of you obviously know your business. Well, I better be getting back to the hotel. I'd like to get my impressions down on paper while they're still fresh.
Oh, do you want me to meet you there? Our dinner engagement.
Ah, yes. I wonder, perhaps, if I might call you a little later. You'll be in the office, will you?
Yes. I look forward to it.
Yes, well, yeah.
Well, looks like we've pulled it off, girl, eh? You'd forgotten I could sail, hadn't you?
Well? Yes, well, I'm afraid that not only did we lose the case, but costs were awarded to the Mermaid Yard. I'm sorry, Charles, it was just Shellett. He simply blew the whole thing. He's awfully unstable, isn't he?
You do have a remarkable way with words sometimes, Gerald. Well, we'll just have to forget about the Mermaid Yard for the time being.
Well, does that mean that we proceed with Ken Masters?
No. The site's too small for the development I've got in mind. I'm dropping it.
Well, what about Masters?
He'll just have to take care of himself, won't he? Now, tomorrow, I have a meeting with Sir Henry Seton.
Oh?
Yes, I'd like you to be there. We'll be discussing divorce.
Really? Who?
Mine.
I didn't actually know you were. Yes, right. Right. Where is the lady?
Gone. For good, I hope.
Yeah. This is all going to be plain sailing, isn't it?
Far from it. She intends to take me for every penny she can get, California style.
Good grief, that could be half your entire estate.
Gerald, how long have you known me? Don't you think I'm perfectly capable of looking after my own interests?
Charles, if you'll forgive me saying this, you've never seemed to be short of very charming companions. What on earth possessed you to get married?
There was a reason, Gerald. As it happens, a damn good business reason. Shall we go?
This book's all rather complex. Babies aren't quite as simple as they look.
Really? Do you think I should read it too?
Well, it wouldn't do any harm. Sorry. Am I barging in a bit?
Oh, no. No, Leo. I don't know what I'd do without you. Oh, I think this is too hot. I'll just leave it. Oh, Leo.
What?
He's all red here.
Oh, that's only a tiny rash. Hang on, I'll look it up. This book's supposed to be the latest thing. I read somewhere we're supposed to play him a lot of classical music.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I've read that. Because they appreciate music. Yeah, and perhaps we should take him to the art gallery. I'm sure he'd... Oh, that damn woman can't wait 5 minutes till she's pushing the milk bill under the door.
It's going to be a lot higher from now on.
He's not going to be drinking your daily pint, Leo. You better keep reading. It's from Orrin. He's arriving on Wednesday. The afternoon plane from Rome.
Well, he is the baby's father. This is where he should be. There's no problem. Don't you care for him? Abby, if there's anything...
Don't say anything.
There's still those things you'll need. Won't be long.
I don't see any point to all this paper shuffling.
It's to do with knowing where everything is.
I never know where anything is. Not since you organised me.
Yeah.
thought any more about that job Lloyd offered you that?
On and off.
Sounds good.
It is good.
So? Are you going to take it?
Who do the filing?
Avril.
Well, there are other things to consider.
Well, there's one thing you've got to consider. Tom Howard is not going to get a divorce.
Is that what you think I want?
I don't know. But what I do know is Tom is a family man. And with all these problems he's going through at the moment, I think you're just his shoulder to cry on.
Don't.
No, I'm not saying he knows it. Not yet, anyway. That's the score. You can take it from me. Look, Avril. I just don't want to see you hurt again. There's been too much of that in this family already.
It's not Tom's fault.
Oh, hello, Tom. Have you, got any news?
No. No news. I'm sorry about this afternoon. I apologize. I should have been here.
Oh, not to worry. As it turned out, it could have been better. The boat sailed like a dream, and Lloyd got himself seasick.
It was Dad who really sold her. Surprising the enthusiasm he could show for a boat he thought was going to be a plastic toy.
Well, it just wasn't a hull plug, was it? It's a proper wooden boat. Not the kind I would have built, mind you. But not bad considering. Yes, well, I think I'd better go and see how the lads are coping.
Jack. I'm grateful. Truly.
Well, thanks anyway. For Barracuda.
I am sorry, Avril.
I should bloody well hope so. Today was a crucial day for this yard. It was a day that either put us back together, thanks to your design, or closed us down once and for all. Everything hung on Lloyd's approval, and you weren't here. I do understand the circumstances, and of course
No, you don't understand the circumstances. Only someone without children can make such a damn full statement as that. Yes, my future's tied up with this yard and that boat. Yes, I know how important it is to everybody here, but Lynn's my child. She's part of me. And this yard, my boat, the whole goddamn world can go hang. Before I let it stop me going after her.
The whole goddamn world, as you term it, is all of us. And that includes your family. You've got a wife and a grown-up son. What were they doing when you were running off? There were other people who could have searched for Lynn, but you, Tom Howard, were needed here. And you let us down.
I keep wanting to turn to Tom. I don't know whether it's simply out of habit or... It's strange.
It isn't very difficult to understand. He's your husband. But you don't give yourselves a chance to get together these days.
Well, when we do, we just say things to each other. We don't talk.
Until this, with Lynn.
Yes. Well, I suppose it's something that touches us both. But it does help.
Of course it does. No, I think you've both been very silly and rather childish. You with that Ken Masters and Tom with Avril.
I don't really want to talk about that, Mother.
Okay. I do hope you're not blaming yourself about Lynn's disappearance, Jan. It's a bit more complicated than that. If the blame were only on one side, it'd be very easy to solve.
I think she's come to despise both of us.
No, not Lynn. She simply wasn't that sort of girl.